Hi, I would like in this video to define a function, perhaps a little informally. Definition. A function is a rule that takes inputs and uniquely assigns them outputs. So let's look at a definition which will hopefully clarify things. A local restaurant serves the following types of sushi at the following prices. A California roll costs $8.25. A spicy tuna roll for $8.95. A Philadelphia roll for $9.50. And a tempura roll also for $9.50. This can be phrased in terms of rules and inputs and outputs. We can define a rule in particular that takes the role, the type of role, as its input and gives you back the price as the output. So, for example, when the input is spicy tuna, the output is $8.95. Let's use this example to clarify something about the definition. This word, uniquely. What do we mean that inputs have to be uniquely assigned outputs? we mean that each input only has one output. And let's use this same example to see something that isn't a function. Let's define the following rule, but let's say up front that this rule is not a function. It's going to take the price you pay as its input, and as its output, it's going to tell you the type of roll you ordered. So initially, everything seems fine. If you paid $8.25, you must have ordered a California roll. So this input gives this output. And if you paid $8.95, you must have ordered the spicy tuna. Again, this input gives this output. But here things go wrong, because if you paid $9.50, you could have ordered the Philadelphia roll, or you could have ordered the tempura roll. This one input has two different outputs. And that violates this uniqueness, and that is why this rule does not represent a function. So in this class, when we discuss functions, it's going to be largely numerical functions. For example, the kind of function we'll be investigating might be a rule that takes a number as its input and spits out that number squared as its output.